Turning the rides, I checked back and nearly had a heart attack. Welcome, dear viewer. In this episode, we'll take an in-depth look at the Burley Coho trailer. You find plenty of useful information, and here is the chapter list of the episode. Coho trailer unboxing, assembly and issues, quick release installation, first test ride, custom mounting profile for direct drive motor on axle, custom motor mount solution for Dropout frame integration, Enduro/Vector, custom trailer lighting with 3D printing decorative casing, combined test rides, recommend bike Enduro and commuting bike, 1,300 kilometers test, the pros and cons of the Coho trailer. Hopefully you find exactly what interests you here. If you are curious about specific topic, feel free to skip straight to them. My goal isn't to hold anyone hostage, but to provide helpful information. Now let's begin, and I hope you find the episode insightful and engaging. The box arrived slightly scuffed, but no deformed. It looks like it's rubbed against something during transit. Made in China. That was a bit of letdown. I was expecting to be made in USA like my Leatherman multi-tool, which I never leave home without. I ordered this trailer from Bike Discount, a German online store, for discounted price of 360 euros plus shipping, compared to original retail price of 450 euros, a financial win. It took about a week to reach my doorstep. The trailer is very well packed and can easily repacked later thanks to the quick release assembly mechanism, perfect for trips or storing it compactly during the off season. The default packs includes the trailer body, wheel and yoke, quick release skewer, cargo net, vendor, yoke/front mount solution, safety flag and rear reflector. However, take a note, the trailer does not come with mounting axle solution, which must be purchased separately. Speaking of axles, Burley offer a wide range of mounting options, starting with quick release skewer. There are 3 versions available: 130mm to 135mm hood spacing, 170mm hood spacing and 190mm hood spacing. These, however, are surprisingly expensive. Next up are knotted axle adapters, axle spec M 10 by 1.0 and 38 by 26. These are especially useful for custom mounting solution like attaching a Chinese direct drive motor to axle. Finally, there are 12mm true axle solution, 10 different versions to choose from. It's wild, so really there's no excuse for not being able to mount this trailer to your bike. I choose the 130 to 135mm quick release skewer and 10 times 1.0 adapter for future modification to mount the trailer on the direct drive motor axle. Yes, this trailer comes with hidden suspension system. It's so well concealed that I initially miss it when I selecting the trailer. The trailer base surface is made non-slip texture plastic. For some reason I initially assumed, based on other reviews, that was waterproof plywood, but I was wrong. But the plastic construction helps keep the trailer lightweight. The base is not completely flat, which might not be a big issue when loading items like travel bags and more. Underneath the base there's a sturdy kickstand. When connected to a bike, it keeps the entire setup upright, and the kickstand itself has 3 adjustable height levels. I really like the quick release mechanism used to connect the trailer components. The system is called the yokes/front mount solution. It was the one of the key reason why I chose this trailer. Most trailers have a fixed mount that only fits common Dropout sizes. However, this one is adjustable, making it compatible with wide variety of bikes, even if the Dropout dimensions differ. I would call it innovative solution, and attaching to the axle just takes a few seconds. If you prefer, you can also remove the fender and to reduce the trailer weight, eliminate any rattling noise. The trailer is equipped with 60-inch wheel fitted with no-name tire that has reflective stripe on the side for added safety in a low light condition. It's a good idea to occasionally clean the tire edges with cloth to maintain visibility. The valve is standard shredder type. The wheel rolls smoothly with no play in the axle and uses 6000 URS sealed bearings on both sides. The 6 plastic hooks of the cargo net are incredibly useful for securing your load, and the net is stretchy. I also appreciate the detailed installation manual, which includes pictures for every step. It's clear, easy to follow and foolproof, definitely thumbs up. The safety flag is another thoughtful touch for visibility and security, but wait, there's more. If your budget allows, you can customize your trailer with additional accessories such as a dry bag, a pannier set, 10mm pannier rack for mounting various bags, a 16-inch off-road wheel kit. Having just received a new throwing stand, I decided to check the wheel alignment out of pure curiosity. What I found nearly gave me a heart attack. I was speechless. How is this possible? Such an expensive trailer, yet the wheel is so poorly aligned, straight and round, not even close. It was obvious this wheel had never seen a throwing stand in its life. Most likely tightened the spokes at the factory and called it a day. After doing some research, I found several customer reviews online mentioning the same issue with this wheel. It seems to be a common problem that leaves the buyer with two options: visit the bike shop for professional drawing or fix it yourself. I choose, of course, the second option. After some effort, I managed to get wheel relatively straight. Not perfect, but good enough for my needs. Drawing a wheel is quite an art and requires experience. For beginner, I'm satisfied with the result. There's room for improvement, but I'll leave as it for now. And then came another problem. Seriously, Burley? Is this a joke, or do I just have incredible luck with defects? I couldn't install the choke/front mount solution because it simply didn't fit. At first I thought the product was defective and considering sending it back for replacement or even a refund. However, given the trailer long journey to get here, the return process would have been a nightmare, time-consuming and frustrating. So I rolled up my sleeves and decided to fix it myself. Using various tricks from my toolbox and plenty of swearing, I managed to get installed, and it felt like climbing a Mount Everest, but the satisfaction of overcoming the challenge was immense. It's worth mentioning that this issue might be specific to an older model of the trailer. Newer version may have addressed this problem, so keep that in mind. I'm not dealing the entire assembly process because it's very easy to put together if you don't encounter any issues. This already reminds me of fully assembled trailer. I've tossed a few random items inside, and now it's time for the costly quick release installation process. First, I removed the old quick release skewer. The most important part here is to align the anti-rotation tab, so it's positioned at your drive side dropout. Included with the skewer is a separate 5mm hex gauge extension help you reach the bolt. The critical point tightened to 5.5 Nm but under no circumstances exceed the 6 Newton meters. For this I use digital torque wrench from China. I've been relying for years, thought its accuracy might be questionable. If you don't have torque wrench at home, Burley recommendation is tighten to finger tight and then give it an additional 3/4 of a turn with the wrench. On the first test ride, I took along 60 kilo spare battery, one of the main reasons for purchase this trailer, plus few additional items, bringing the estimated load of 20 kilos. It was my very first ride with the trailer, and I found myself often checking every few kilometers to ensure the trailer attachments were holding up. Honestly, I felt quite unfamiliar and strange. While riding, I noticed the first issue. In my left mirror, I saw the safety flag bending dangerously far to the side to a strong gust of wind, posing a potential hazard to other road user. To address this temporarily, I added a strap securing the flag to the vendor, which resolving the problem. In the future, I might consider even 3D printing solution for this. I didn't record much that day, but I promised even more footage during the test at the end of the video. The 100 kilometer ride mostly on asphalt went smoothly. It was proof that I was really on the road, and the trailer just ended up a bit dusty. The following modification is not endorsed by Burley and may void your trailer warranty. There's a risk that the trailer could come loose while riding, potentially causing an accident involving third parties. Proceed at your own risk. Now let's get this out of the way before we begin. There is not such thing as a standard axle for Chinese direct drive motors. The only solution is do it yourself. Here what you need: a drill, battery power or electric, metal drill bits, a small metal profile, steel or aluminium as long they not flexible or soft, files, a punch and hammer to mark the metal, prevent the drill bit from slipping. For this modification I use Burley M10 by 1.0 thread axle adapter and repurpose an old bicycle solid steel axle with same M10 by 1.0 threading. Such axles are quite rare and it's unlikely you find them in a bike shop. However, you can order from AliExpress for about 5 to 10 euros. Ensure the threading matches the Burley adapter specification. One donor axle is enough. Another option is purchase a long bolt or rod from hardware store with the correct thread pitch. Most Chinese motors have axles with round section on two sides for bolts and square section on other side that secure the axle in the dropout. Torque arm is then placed over it to hold the axle in position. In this clip I'm working with a larger steel profile that already has pre-existing hole unrelated to this project. I later cut it down to size with an angle grinder, but since I don't have one at home, I'll prepare the piece beforehand. I start by preparing the hole for the motor axle. I use drills a bit slightly smaller than the square section of the motor axle. I secure the profile with my foot while drilling as a lack of advice at home. Never hold the profile with your hand while drilling unless you want to end up in the emergency room. Next comes the challenging part that will test your patience: filing. Using a ruler and pencil, I mark the square section that needs to be filed out. It's crucial to be precise as possible to prevent the metal profile from rotating around the axle once installed. and then I locate the spot drill to hold for Burley adapter, selecting drill bit matching the bolt diameter to avoid any wobbling later. The donor bolt is measured and cut to an appropriate length. I file the sharp edges of the cut bolt to ensure the nut thread on smoothly. One side is done, it's up to you how to secure it. Use thread locker, lock nuts or other solution to ensure it doesn't come loose to vibration during rides. Now repeat the process for the other side of the metal profile. Make sure they have nearly identical, though they don't have to be perfectly precise. I'm proud of the result. It looks fantastic. Next, I'll show an alternative version that doesn't mount to the motor axle but rather to the bike frame, as seen on the bikes like Enduro or Vector Typhoon. For this version I won't demonstrate the process again, but I will explain instead. These bikes have two pre-existing holes above the dropout for adjusting between 135mm and 150mm width. Slightly longer mounting bolts can be used and add your custom metal profile. The middle section of the metal profile I filed slightly smaller to avoid contact with the motor securing nut, since the nut has a washer-like section that sits higher than the bolt, and this solution is even better. Safety is something that can always be enhanced, especially for someone like me who frequently rides in the dark. To improve visibility, I installed affordable LED lights from AliExpress on both sides and back of the trailer. These waterproof lights have served me well year-round on other bikes without any issue. While 3D printing wasn't strictly necessary, I wanted to add some personality to the trailer. Instead of relying on a vast selection of 3D printable models available online, I decided to create my own custom light housing. This is the version 1 of the design, and I plan to improve in the future. The lights were easy to mount since the trailer vendor already has pre-drilled holes on the side. I incorporate these into the design of the housing. Initially I intended to secure the lights with the bolts, but later opted for silicone, which creates a rubber-like seal once dry. This keeps the light secure in the place. The only downside is that if I ever need to remove the lights, I have dismantled the entire housing. As you can see, the lights provide excellent illumination and gave the trailer a sleek, custom look. I'm thrilled with how it turned out, and I'm excited to explore even more upgrades in the future. During the rides I checked back and nearly had a heart attack. On this Enduro bike I don't have mud flaps installed on my rear fender. Unlike my other bikes, as a result, even when riding slowly on gravel road with wet ground, it kicks up so much gravel that becomes quite unpleasant. I should mention this is the bike issue, not related to the trailer itself. I covered nearly 1,400 kilometers with this trailer using various bikes. There were no issues requiring repair or adjustment during the journey, and not even flat tire. However, when trailer is heavily loaded, say with 20 kilos plus kilos of weight, it's crucial to keep both hands on handlebar at all times. If you ride faster than Burley recommendation maximum speed and you need to scratch your nose, it's wise to reduce speed temporarily. Taking one hand off the handlebar could lead to a crash. For longer rides, using gyro bars mounted to the handlebars to rest your elbows is very dangerous. On my Commuter bike, I use a Joan H style handlebars and I couldn't move my hands forward because it made steering unstable. Therefore, I had to keep both hands wide apart in one position the entire time when using the trailer. If you plan to ride a lot of gravel surfaces in the rain, it's worth installing longer rear fenders with mud flaps on your bike. Without them, the gravel mud throws up into the trailer and might weigh more than the items inside. Given the relatively high cost of this trailer, I expected the assembly process to be straightforward. However, in my case it was a nightmare. My recommendation is to buy locally so you can easily access support if needed, rather than dealing with overseas purchase like I did. The trailer doesn't come with any mounting solution included, so you should budget an additional 50 to 60 euros for proper quick release mounting solution, which increase overall cost. Let's move on the positive aspects of why I love this trailer. First, I love this trailer appearance and design. It even has a hidden suspension system, which I discovered later. Maybe it's intended as some kind of Easter egg, maybe? Additionally, there are numerous accessories available to further enhance this trailer. The innovative mounting solution works with various dropout widths, and attaching or detaching the trailer takes only few seconds. This was the only of the main reason I chose this model. It also perfectly suited for solar panel installation, which I fantasized about. So my regards to YouTuber Eric, whose videos motivated me to make this purchase. If you're interested in building your own solar panel, I'll include this do-it-yourself e-bike trailer playlist in the video description. What's next? In my next episode, I'll take this trailer on 3-day, 730 kilometers trip using my commuter bike, which hasn't been featured much on my channel. And I'm excited to start editing and share with you soon. Until then, ride safe, and I hope you see you in the next video. Bye! Holy Christ, there's a lot of insects. It's like raining or something. I never experienced it. Ouch! Oh, always the hard way.